Hello, the Pioneer viewers. How are you doing? I hope you're healthy and well. As the Pioneer team, we continue to share with you the developments regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. We will soon discuss developments related to the Ostafyevo region and airport attack, which we have recently discussed. So we immediately shared the developments on the subject with you. The report shows that there are new developments rather than what we described in our previous reports. Russia's losses are increasing, and while these losses are increasing, the failure of the Russian administration continues to come to the fore, and the Russian people are angry. So recently, during an operation carried out by the Ukrainian military intelligence, a Russian helicopter was destroyed at the Russia's military airport, and the chaos of this operation continue. According to the allegations, the details of the operation carried out by the Ukrainian military intelligence began to emerge. So, according to reports, Ukrainian military intelligence had not only managed to destroy the Russian helicopter with this operation, at the same time it caused almost $1 million of damage to Russia. So what are the latest details about this operation? Let's take a look together. As the Pioneer team, we continue to share our reports on Russia-Ukraine war with you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so as not to miss our daily reports. You can also support me and my team by using the super thanks button below the videos. Thank you for your support. Let's start if you are ready, the Pioneer reports. So while the war between Ukraine and Russia continues, various developments continue to shake the public opinion of the Russian Federation, especially the superiority of the Ukrainian military intelligence over Russian intelligence has been frequently mentioned in recent days. According to the latest reports, one Russian helicopter was destroyed at Ostafyevo Airport during the incredible operation carried out by the Ukrainian military intelligence in the recent days. Let us briefly recall the details of this operation. So, according to recent reports, a unit of the Ukrainian military intelligence had recently secretly infiltrated into the Russian territory, and it is noteworthy that this infiltration operation was not noticed by the Russian intelligence, and as it was less than 20 miles from Red Square, the heart of Moscow. So it is noteworthy again that the details at this point was the intelligence officers reached an airport close to their location. Sources in the region revealed that the airport in question was state-owned and operated in cooperation with the energy giant Gazprom. Therefore, this airport was not only of strategic military importance, but also served the huge natural gas traffic, and this further emphasizes its critical importance for Russia's economy. So, according to regional sources, Ukrainian military intelligence had managed to infiltrate Ostafyevo Airport. According to these allegations, a Russian Ka-32 helicopter at the airport was successfully arsonized, and neither the airport security team nor the Russian intelligence were aware of this incident. More interestingly, however, there was no footage of the moment of the attack in security camera recordings. So, although there was information about the helicopter starting to burn, the recordings of the moment of arson had repeatedly and reportedly been erased. This seemed to strengthen the allegations that the Ukrainian intelligence officers had been able to penetrate the security measures at the Russian airport. So these allegations have now been officially confirmed. Yes, that is so true. Russia's most important departments had been infiltrated by the Ukrainian intelligence officers, and the Russian officials and the Russian intelligence did not realize this. According to the latest information obtained from the regional sources, the information that there was a great security weakness at the airport was added to the investigation reports. The weakness of the Russian intelligence had also infected critical institutions in the country. So now the Russian authorities have no one that they can trust, and everyone is potentially a collaborator. So this can be interpreted as a situation that will negatively affect the duties of the people working in official offices and critical units in Russia. So we think that it would be very useful to remember the statements of the Ukrainian military intelligence units that carried out the operation, and the Ukrainian military intelligence used the following statements in its statements after the operation. So tonight, a Ka-32 was burned at Ostafyevo Airport, which belongs to the Russian Ministry of Defense and is jointly operated with Gazprom Mafia. It is part of Gazprom, OJSC. So the destroyed units of aviation equipment was used by the aggressor state in the interests of the Moscow Aviation Center. in particular to support the operations of the Russian occupying army. So according to the information obtained from the regional sources, the problem of trust in Russia has grown considerably with this operation. There is a great distrust, especially among public officials, and all public officials are suspicious of each other. And this situation is not limited to this. We know that a helicopter was destroyed during this operation, and this destroyed helicopter also had a material value. And of course, the operation activity at the airport has been suspended. Therefore, Russia has suffered a blow to its economy, which is already in a difficult situation. And according to the recent reports, the economic situation, which is one of the most important agenda items of the Russian administration, has become even worse with the Ostafyevo Airport Attack. So the Russian economy is in a difficult situation, as it is known, and the biggest economic assets of the Russian Federation at the moment is natural resources such as natural gas and oil. So the existence of these natural resources can still sustain the Russian economy for a while, but with the loss of these resources, the economic collapse in Russia will undoubtedly accelerate. So the latest operation carried out by the Ukrainian military intelligence should be evaluated in this framework. Natural gas deliveries, which are very valuable for the Russian economy, were taking place here. After the operation, natural gas deliveries here were also stopped, and therefore Russia's economic loss has increased. Allegedly, there are almost several $1 million worth of losses. So Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, allegedly asked for the dismissal and questioning of many people in the airport management. Even this situation can be interpreted as an example of the security concern that we've just mentioned. So we already mentioned that Ostafyevo Airport is the state-owned airport, and this is clearly a state weakness, and neither the Russian Federation nor the president of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, can afford such a weakness. There are many claims that the Ukrainian military intelligence may carry out more similar operations in the coming days. However, it is not possible to verify them before they take place, and the 7th of May is approaching. As you may recall, Russian sources drew attention to the 7th of May. On the 7th of May, an attack on the Kerch Bridge could be carried out, and of course, in this case, all the cards will be distributed. So what do you think? Do you think Ukrainian military intelligence is really successful? And how do you assess the weaknesses in the Russian intelligence? What do you think about the problems of the trust within the Russian leadership? Do you think we will see a Ukrainian attack on the Kerch Bridge on 7th of May? Let me know in the comments, because you know that I read and I care a lot about all of your comments.